Boston home she shares with her 81-year-old mother. In 2012, Joan moved in to care for her mother after a knee surgery left her mom too frail to live on her own. A year later, Joan started picking up work online through MTurk, short for Amazon Mechanical Turk, a sprawling marketplace owned and operated by tech giant Amazon.com. Joan makes some of her best money doing dollars for dick pics. That's how she describes labeling pictures flagged as offensive by social media users on platforms like Twitter and Match.com. Companies can't automatically process every piece of content users flag for review, so some of the harder-to-evaluate materials are routed to workers like Joan. On the surface, her task seems simple. Click on pictures and assess their content. Is that an X-rated penis selfie that should be removed, or some innocuous G-rated body part? She is paid for each task she completes and decides when she walks away from her computer. Joan, with years of practice, now knows how to piece together an average 10-hour day that will bring in roughly $40 worth of such tasks. Thousands of miles away in Bangalore, India, Kala works from her makeshift home office, tucked away in the corner of her bedroom. Joan and Kala do similar tasks, sorting and tagging words and images for internet companies, but Kala picks up work from an outsourcing company that supplies staff to the Universal Human Relevance System, UHRS, an MTurk-like platform used internally by its builder, Microsoft. Kala, a 43-year-old housewife and mother of two with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, calls her two teenage sons into the room, points to a word displayed inside a large text box on her LED monitor, and asks them, "Do you know what this word means? Is it something you shouldn't say?" They giggle as she reads the text out loud to them. They make fun of her pronunciation of chick flick. Together they decide that, no, this sentence does not contain adult content. Kala clicks no on the screen, and the window refreshes with a new text phrase to read to her sons. "They are more qualified to recognize these words than me," she says, laughing. "They help me keep the internet clean and safe for other families." Though she's typically unable to find enough tasks to fill more than 15 hours of work in a given week, Kala returns to UHRS almost every day to see if there are any new tasks that she feels qualified to do. Kala's doggedness and luck in the past have paid off. Now that she's learned how to browse and claim tasks quickly, Kala can make the time she has between making meals and checking her children's homework feel, as she puts it, fruitful, as she does web research for what she considers extra income. Content moderation, from sifting through news feeds and search results to adjudicating disputes over appropriate content to help technology and media companies figure out what to leave up or take down, is just one example of a new type of work that depends on people like Joan and Kala. Reviewing content is a common, often time-sensitive task generated in the wake of social media companies' attempts to identify family-friendly materials for the billions of people who use their sites every day. There are way too many web pages, photos, and tweets in every imaginable language for people like Joan and Kala to assess them all. Companies like Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and Twitter use software to automatically remove as much not-safe-for-work content as they can, whenever possible. But these software filtering systems, powered by machine learning and artificial intelligence, aren't perfect. They can't always tell the difference between a thumb and a penis, let alone hate speech and sarcasm. Remember that classic moment in the 2012 U.S. presidential campaign when Republican candidate Mitt Romney uttered the phrase, "binders full of women"? Twitter needed workers doing the same type of work that Joan does to figure out in real time why a hashtag attached to such an obtuse phrase was quickly soaring to the top of its trending topics. Was it a hack? A glitch? Bona fide frenetic Twitter use? Current AI systems can't reliably tell the difference. On-demand work offers the promise of blending the power of computation with the creativity and dynamism of human insight. This book is the story of Joan, Kala, and the millions of workers like them who step in when AI falls short. They are the humans behind the seemingly automated systems that we all take for granted. But modern AI systems don't